This is Nayeem Real-Time Chowdhury, keeping it real all the time. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We're in the heart of the NBA Finals. We got a crazy matchup. We got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Miami Heat. So all my friends have been asking, yo, Real-Time, who's going to be taking the NBA Finals this year? And I'm going to be really honest. It's a really hard pick. But you know what? Real-Time's going to be real with you today and going to give you his pick for the NBA Final and new NBA champion. So to pick a champion, you got to break it down by position. So I'm going to start off with point. You got Mike Bibby and Jason Kidd. You know, Bibby, he's a guy who has to create his own shots. He can hit those threes, but overall his game is done. Bibby, he hasn't had the opportunity in the last couple of series to create his own shots, but then at that point he becomes a defensive liability. Jason Kidd, on the other hand, I mean, he's a playmaker. He doesn't have to score. You know, he gets the team in transition, gets everybody involved, and gets the ball to the person who can make the best shot. So, to me, at this matchup right here, I go with Jason Kidd. The next matchup I go with is at the shooting guard, the Dwayne Wade and Deshaun Stevenson. This is a sick matchup. It's not really, a very easy pick because Deshaun Stevenson is a pretty good defender. At this point, Wade has struggled, on and off, been inconsistent, and he's been banged up a little bit. But Dwayne Wade will get his points. And Dwayne Wade, he has been facilitating, and obviously with the big three, has been really moving the ball around and getting everybody involved. But if Dwayne doesn't score, Miami's toast. Dallas doesn't need Deshaun to score. All Dallas needs is Dwayne, basically to guard Dwayne. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and go with the winner here. Dwayne Wade gets my pick for the shooting guard. Now, LeBron James versus Shawn Marion. This is a very key matchup because Shawn Marion won't probably be able to guard LeBron one-on-one, but he can be a damage on the boards and can get those really quick shots on transition. But where LeBron kills him is LeBron, kind of like Jason Kidd, is also a facilitator. Because if LeBron ain't scoring, he can get other people to score, especially guys like Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I go with LeBron James on this one. Now, Chris Bosh and Dirk Nowitzki. There is no way in hell Chris Bosh can guard Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, Chris Bosh, people say he's soft, but over the playoffs, he's gotten quite better. His toughness and basically his aggressiveness has improved, but not enough to take out, who I believe the MVP to be. At this point, all Bosh can really do is, if you can't guard him, kind of double down. But at the end of the day, you know what? I go with Dirk on this one. Joel Anthony versus Tyson Chandler. Let's put it this way. Tyson Chandler has to play that bad, and Joel Anthony has to play that good to make any difference at this matchup here. So I really don't see this matchup making any impact at all. Benches, this is where it's made. I go with the Dallas bench. You got Barrera, you got Jason Terry. These guys are scorers, facilitators. They can get that spark off the bench. Haslam, Chalmers, and Mike Miller, you know what? They're good. They haven't made any real difference. They can score once in a while. But at the end of the day, Jason Terry and Barrera have been consistently making it happen in the playoffs. So we'll see. So now you guys have seen my picks on basically each position. So at this point, Real-Time is ready to give you my champion. And man, this is tough. This is so tough. Because I hate Dallas. I hate Dallas. But I believe the Dallas Mavericks will win the NBA Finals, winning the series 4-3. And Dirk Nowitzki is going to be the MVP. You know what? No matter how I feel about Dallas or the city of Dallas, I think Dirk Nowitzki is an amazing player. He's done so much for the city of Dallas and the team and for the NBA. I mean, he's a class act. He stayed when everyone else left. And, he's our generation's Larry Bird. What can I say? So, Dirk Nowitzki, I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully, when the Rockets play you next year, we'll take you out.